Good morning, everyone. Myself, R. Vijayalakshmi. I'm pursuing PhD in Humanities and Management from CSVTU. My research center is BIT. I'm doing my research work under the guidance of Dr. Ashok Kumar Chandra sir. Today, I'm going to present my research paper. The title is Factors Affecting of Employees Engagement in Public and Private Sector Banks in Chhattisgarh. Now, I'm going to share my PPT. My research title topic is Factors Affecting of Employee Engagement in Public and Private Sector Banks in Chhattisgarh. These are the keywords I have been taken in my study. The first one is employee engagement, generation X and Y, job satisfaction, and work motivation. So employee engagement is the emotional commitment the people has to the organization and its goals. This emotional commitment means engaged employees actually care about their work and their company. They don't work just for the paychecks or just for the next promotion, but work on behalf of the organization's goals. Employee engagement is a workplace approach resulting in the right conditions for all members of an organization to give of their best each day, committed to their organizational goals and values, motivated to the contributor to organizational success with an enhanced sense of their own well-being. Employee engagement is the emotional attachment of employees feels towards their place of work, job role, position within the company, colleagues, and culture, and affect this attachment has on well-being and productivity. So my topic is consistent of the banking sector. So banking being one of the key sector in India has witnessed an explosive growth and expansion. Raising incomes enhances the need for banking services, which resulted in great boom in terms of advanced technology, prompt communication system, and conception of various banks to cope up with multinational led environment. So committed employees create the customer stories which make the brand credibility. The research paper endeavors to identify the role of employee engagement in organizations' success in Chhattisgarh banking. Now I'm going to the generation X and Y. Generation X refers to the demographic cohort born between the early 1960s to around 1979, preceding generation Y or millennials. It's a generation that followed what? Baby boomers. Generation Y, on the other hand, is the demographic cohort of people born between the early 1980s and 1994. Job satisfaction. So job satisfaction is defined as the extent to which an employee feels self-motivated, content, and satisfied with his or her job. Job satisfaction happens when an employee feels he or she is having job stability, career growth, and a comfortable work-life balance. This implies that the employee is having satisfaction at job as the works meets the expectations of the individuals. Work motivation is a set of energetic forces that originate both within as well as beyond an individual's being to initiate work-related behavior and to determine its form, direction, intensity, and duration. Now I'm moving to the next slide. So in this slide, I'm going to explain how many items have been taken for my study. So quantitative approach is conducted through structured questionnaire comprised of 29 items to answer certain questions and to analyze employee engagement concepts was measured by adopting the scale used by Shifali 2002 and Gallup 2005. In Shifali, having a 17 items defined organization as a positive, fulfilling work-related state of mind that is characterized by vigor, dedication, and absorption. Items was measured by in 7-point Likert scale. And next is Gallup 2005 in his research by using 12 items defined the work motivation, satisfaction, group effectiveness, and supervisory practice. So items were measured in 5-point Likert scale. Now I'm going to the research gap fulfilled by the study. So there are very few studies that examine the employee engagement practices among banks The above study fills the gap. Moreover, the study discussed the influence of personality factor on employee engagement. Results of the study confirm that there is a significant influence of personality factor on employee engagement. There are four major dimensions such as dedications, absorption, job satisfaction, and motivation that have emerged as the predictors of employee engagements. The main objectives of the study is to clarify what is meant by employee engagement and why it is important, so well as to identify factors that are critical to its effective implementation. To analyze the Gallup Workplace Audit, four factors influencing employee engagement at selected public and private sector banks in selected cities of Chhattisgarh. To analyze the UWE's three factors, Utrecht Workplace Environment Study. Three factors influencing employee engagement in selected public and private sector banks in selected cities of Chhattisgarh. Now I'm going to the detailed research methodology. In this present study is conceptualized that there might be a variation in the level of engagement among employees as different generations work at the same time. Analysis was based on different age groups as below 25 years age group or 33.01% will represent generation Y, and 26 to 40 years age group or 44.66% represent generation X, and above 40 of age group or 22.33% as the baby boomers. The findings are a clearly indication that organizations should put efforts in improving the organization climate if they really value them and believe that engaged employees are an asset to the organization. Implications and significance of the results. The findings are a clear indication that organizations should put efforts in improving the organization climate if they really value them and believe that engaged employees are an asset to the organization. The paper contains a fairly comprehensive literature review and coverage of employees in different levels of bank officials of public and private sector banks in Chhattisgarh. Now I'm moving to the conclusion. Present research was carried out to understand factors that influence employee engagement in banking sector. We have launched a series of studies on employee engagement at different levels of bank officials of public and private sector banks in Chhattisgarh. The conceptual understanding is that employees from different age group and places have different likings and expectations from the organization. A specific emphasis is given on understanding generation Y, specific traits, needs and expectations which are found vital in today's context. Main focus is given in understanding is how generation Y employees behave and what motivates them and how it is different from generation X employees. Moreover, the environment of the organization influences a lot. If employees find a positive environment, a sense of teamwork, learning opportunities, then they tend to stay longer in the organization. For example, the respondents are found to be endowed with job satisfaction. Thank you very much to everyone for giving this wonderful opportunity to present my paper in this conference.